Up next, we're going to take a look at Unbreakable and find out if you should pick this one up, Russ.
I hope you can keep an open mind.
So here's Unbreakable, finally out for all the masses. We talked about this being much needed for a 4K upgrade. That I've only ever owned the DVD, but the people that own the Blu-ray were not that impressed. And now we finally have some visual proof to see what kind of upgrade has been made. So,
I have to correct you before moving forward, though. The film title is actually Unwakeable. This is a Bruce Willis movie. It's called Unwakeable.
Fuck!
First screenshot here is of Samuel L. Jackson's face. And this is the Blu-ray. Looks a little drab. The movie's kind of drab, so maybe it makes sense. But now here he is in glorious 4K.
I like that.
I do too. You can see his skin tone. Look, he's just like one color here, and now look, he's got like a different skin tone throughout his face, which is like normal. Like around his mouth, it's a little darker. His cheeks are a different color. You know what I mean? It's like his whole complexion is visible.
It's kind of like the opposite of what I'm always saying, where they makes it look more drab or like more modern. This one actually gave it more vibrancy.
I like that.
Well, there's another one here of Samuel L. in the comic book shot.
It's my favorite scene in the movie. Isn't it?
Yeah, this is good. This is a good comparison too, because you've got a lot of things on the wall with words and different comic books and stuff. And so this is the Blu-ray, and that's the 4K. It almost looks like there's some glare even removed, so where I can see these comic books. Like, so everything's definitely
really, especially on the left side there. You can that King of the Ring. Look at the King of the Ring thing. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, that looks really nice. There's a lot of solid detail that now comes in on all these boxes, on all these comic books. I feel like, again, like the glare here is so washed out that you can't even see what's behind that plastic, but all of a sudden they figured out a way to give you a little bit more of that back. You actually read what some of these titles say. And Samuel Jackson too. Look, he looks great. He's looking good.
I got to hand it to him. Who did this?
Buena Vista, Disney.
And when Disney cares, they have the finances and resources to do it right.
Another one of Samuel Jackson, this time in his art gallery. This is the Blu-ray version. 4K. Wow, it just really brings that wall to life. The way that they've brought out the colors here, especially on Samuel L. Jackson. But again, he's a very colorful character. He's wearing purple all the time. You know, you can kind of see the delineation or the differentiation between his skin tone, that dark purple jacket.
I like how it's less shadowy. It still feels natural.
Yeah.
It's just this to me is a perfect restoration. I'm just seeing more. I'm not feeling like there is an alteration.
And there he is. There he is. There he is. There he is.
Hey, Bruce.
In Blu-ray, being told here the direction to just stare straight ahead.
Like he was going to do anything else.
Get rained on, Bruce. And so this is kind of a dark shot anyway, so I don't know how much detail we'll be able to see, but this is the Blu-ray version, and there's 4K. I mean, I can still tell. I mean, you can see the rain beating up on his hood here in 4K. You can see the rain on his jacket a lot sharper. His face comes in a little bit clearer.
I mean, you could definitely see the disinterest in his eyes more in 4K.
Fuck. Much more of a crystal clear disdain for the filmmaking process.
Like, listen, like, keep holding on Blu-ray. Like, when I look at Hold It on the Blu-ray, that's David Dunn. That's a man who maybe Unbreakable. Now show me in 4K. That's a man who's pondering his life choices of becoming an actor.
To me, it's coming. Like the check's coming, baby.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Excellent job, Disney.
Excellent job. But no, overall, this looks great. I'm not gonna lie, I think this looks awesome. I'm excited to pick this up. I really do wish that they were releasing this not in just some standard case. I really wish I liked the Steelbook version. I would have picked up the Steelbook version if it didn't look like, I don't think it looks good either. That illustrated thing looks like junk. But again, it'll come down to me wanting to watch this movie again at some point. I will pick this up at that time and enjoy it all over again. This looks great. I'm really pleased. Russ, have you been turned into a believer? Are you going to be picking this up finally?
No.
Out now.